Imagine this. It's August 18, 1590. A battered English ship battles through a raging Atlantic storm and finally drops anchor off a tiny island in the New World. The captain, John White, hasn't seen his family in 3 long years. He is desperate. He rows ashore with a few sailors, shouting names into the wind: his daughter Eleanor, his granddaughter Virginia, the first English child born in America. Anyone. But when they reach the settlement, there's nothing. No people, no bodies. The houses are neatly dismantled, as if the entire village just packed up and walked away. The only thing left behind: one word, carved deep into a wooden post: CROATOAN, and on a nearby tree, crow. No cross, the distress signal they'd agreed on. Just gone. 115 men, women, and children vanished. This isn't the plot of a horror movie. This actually happened. Welcome to the oldest unsolved mystery in American history, the lost colony of Roanoke. Back in 1587, England was hungry for a piece of the New World. Queen Elizabeth: I gave Sir Walter Raleigh permission to plant a colony in what's now North Carolina. 117 settlers, farmers, soldiers, pregnant women sailed across the ocean on a dream of gold, glory, and a fresh start. Their leader, an artist named John White. Just 9 days after they arrived, White's own daughter gave birth to little Virginia Dare, the first English baby born on American soil. Everyone was celebrating. But supplies were already running low, and tensions with some local tribes were high after earlier English expeditions had gone wrong. So White did the only thing he could. He sailed back to England, promising to return with food, tools, and reinforcements. He never meant to be gone for long. But then, everything went sideways. England got dragged into a massive war with the Spanish Armada. Every single ship was needed for the fight. White was stuck for 3 whole years. When he finally fought his way back in 1590 on, his granddaughter's 3rd birthday, the colony was a ghost town. The fort was empty. The crops were overgrown, and that one chilling word: CROATOAN. CROATOAN was the name of a nearby island. Today, we call it Hatteras, and also the name of a friendly Native American tribe. Their leader, Manteo, had actually traveled to England and been baptized. So was CROATOAN a message? Hey, we moved south, come find us. Or was it something darker? For centuries, people have been obsessed. Were they massacred by hostile tribes? Did they starve to death in a brutal drought that hit right around then? Were they captured and killed by the Spanish, who saw the English as pirates on their turf? Did they build rafts and try to sail home, only to be swallowed by the Atlantic? Or the creepiest theory of all, did something supernatural snatch them away? There is even a wild legend that they were cursed by an ancient native spirit for disturbing sacred ground. People still swear the island is haunted. Fishermen report seeing ghostly fires on the beach at night. Others say if you listen closely on a foggy evening, you can hear a baby crying little Virginia Dare, forever lost. But here's where the story takes a twist you probably haven't heard. For 400 years, everyone assumed the colonists just disappeared into thin air. But archaeologists have been quietly digging, and what they're finding is flipping the entire mystery on its head. On Hatteras Island, CROATOAN excavators have uncovered English pottery, a gold signet ring, pieces of European swords, and even a slate writing tablet, all mixed right in with Native American artifacts from the exact same time period. And recently, they announced something huge: buckets, literal buckets of hammer scale. These are tiny flakes of iron that fly off when an English blacksmith works metal. Native tribes in that area weren't smelting iron yet. That's European. That's the colonists. Then there's a secret map from 1585 owned by John White himself, hidden in the British Museum. Under a patch of paper, like someone was trying to hide it, there's a faint red fort symbol pointing 50 miles inland to the mainland. Dig there, and guess what turns up? More 16th century English guns, rapier sword hilts, and pottery again, mixed in with native villages. Jamestown settlers, who arrived 20 years later, heard stories from local tribes about people with gray eyes living among them who could pray to the same God as the English. Some native families on Hatteras even have legends of ancestors with light hair and beards. And here's the kicker. Some modern-day Lumbee and other tribes in North Carolina have European DNA markers that line up perfectly with 1580s English settlers. So what if they weren't murdered? What if they weren't cursed? What if the lost colony wasn't lost at all? Picture this. The food is gone. The drought is killing the crops. Hostile tribes are circling. Their Croatoan friends say, "Come with us. We have food. We have shelter." So the colonists do the only logical thing: they split up. Some head south to live with their allies on CROATOAN Island. Others trek inland toward that secret fort location. Hoping to start over, they take apart their houses for supplies, carve the name of their new home as a message for John White, and walk away. Over generations, they marry into the tribes, teach them metalworking, share their language, and just blend in. The English blood becomes native blood. The colony doesn't vanish, becomes American in a way no one expected. Suddenly, that single word Croatoan isn't a cry for help. It's a forwarding address. We may never find a smoking gun, a diary, a grave with a name on it, but the evidence keeps piling up that America's greatest mystery isn't about disappearance. It's about survival. It's about becoming part of something bigger. The lost colony didn't die out. They became us. 400 years later, their descendants might be walking among us right now, maybe even watching this video. What do you think really happened? Did some starve? Were some killed? Or did most of them quietly build new lives and new families with the people who were already here? Drop your theory in the comments. I read every single one. If this blew your mind, smash that like button. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week we're diving into another mind-bending mystery that history tried to bury. See you then.